Hey everybody, you probably ready for summer. I'm a little bit late, but on this video, I'm going to show you all my favorite summer decks. Stick around, let's go through the decks, let's have fun, and I'll tell you exactly which decks those are. Hi everybody, this is Rob. Welcome to the channel again. As I was saying on the intro, today we're going to review my favorite summer decks 2024. I know, like I said in the intro, I may be a little bit too late, but late better than ever, right? So today we're going to do the summer 2024. I have a total of 8 decks, you guys. We'll try to do this as quick as we can so that we don't go overboard with the video. I'm going to show you all of my favorite summer decks, exactly what I like about them, what I don't like about them, but there's more positives than negatives. They are, after all, my selection for summer 2024. Let's get the first deck we have, you guys. It's by Il Menenghello. It's Naibi by Giovanni Vacetta. And this deck is completely light. What does summer mean for me when it comes to tarot? Summer means light. Summer means not only light as in like the sun, but lightness as well. Nothing that's heavy, light colors, not so crowded pictures. And that's what summer means for me. And this deck is purely summer. This is by Il Menenghello, as I mentioned, and it is just absolutely light. The pictures are also not too crowded, simple. It tells you exactly what you need to hear. It's just one of those decks that is right to the point and very traditional, you guys, in an Italian sort of way. So, Il Menenghello, Naibi. Now we come to the old style tarot. You guys, I have been totally enjoying this deck since I got it. You know, at the beginning, I wasn't really into it. And then as the time went on, I just totally got into it. And now I like everything about this deck. And it's sort of a new deck. It came out not too long ago. And it's just become one of my summer decks. I love this deck now. So if you've never seen this deck, it comes in a hard box like this, which is really cool. It's green inside. This is by US Game Systems, and it's created by Alexander Ray. And it's a hard box like this. It comes with a really cool book, I have to say. I like this book a lot. This gives you the card here, of course. It has a picture of the card. Then it gives you the quick answer, 7 of Wands, upright, the card's advice, reversed, and the warning. So it's really cool, and I'll read you some of what the descriptions of the book are. But this is how the cards come in a box like this. I really like the box a lot. And on the back of the box, it says, this charming 79 card deck pays homage to classic European tarot traditions with appealing vintage style illustrations that highlight clear tarot symbolism. Designed to be a working deck, Old Style Tarot appeals to both beginners and those who read intuitively. An extra blank card can be used for further explorations of queries. The 104-page illustrated guidebook offers upright and reversed meanings, along with advice, warnings, and quick answers for insightful readings. And you know, I usually don't read the books, right? When I don't, a lot of the books are a major disappointment, but this book is really good. I've had fun with it. And so this is what the deck looks like. This is the back of the deck. And of course, they are reversible. Paper stock is really good, you guys. I'm pleased with it. And the pictures are totally light. I love the colors that they've used. It's very summery to me. Also, the back of the card looks really summery, almost like spring-like. Spring, summer sort of vibes it gives me. You know, the colors are very subtle, and the images are, yeah, they're light. They're not heavy images. So I'm really happy with this deck at the moment. And I just thought, what a perfect deck for the summer. And so I got it about 2 months ago, and I've just been using it non-stop. And I'm really enjoying this deck. And so this has become one of my favorite summer 2004 decks, you guys. And as I just mentioned, you guys, the book is also pretty cool. For example, if we read here about justice, let me move this here a bit. It says here, the warning, it's not the time to simply rely on fate or outside circumstances. Don't give up. It's important to keep in mind that you have the last word and you make the decisions. The quick answer, yes, good fortune is coming your way. Just don't miss it. And then it gives you the upright. This card is about the consequences of your actions, either as rewards or punishments. And then it continues. And then here it gives you the card's advice. Try to be as objective as possible. Everything that is happening to you is the result of your previous actions. Accept your reality as your own payoff and try to pay off debts to others. And reversed, it's broken engagements, dishonesty, breaking the law, lawlessness, gaining what you want by devious methods and unfair punishment. So this book is really good. I've enjoyed using the book for this particular deck, and I will continue to use the book until it sort of just gets into my brain and then I don't have to read it anymore, right? So this is, once again, you guys, the Old Style Tarot. This is by US Games. Alexander Ray is the creator, and I've just been loving this deck since I got it, and I think I'm just going to love it the rest of the summer. Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. You guys, this deck is complete summer to me. If I had to say summer, then it would say Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Just along with the golds and the yellows that it has, it seems to me like every card is the sun card on this deck. I mean, look, we're looking at the Temperance card here, and it just reminds me of the sun card. So this one is by Scarabeo, and it comes in a tuck box like this, of course, and then you get a small booklet. This is your typical Scarabeo booklet. It comes in different languages, and it's pretty simple. It goes into the major arcana, minor arcana, and so that's what that is all about. And then, of course, the cards. And the cards are so bright, you guys. It just, it just totally reminds me of summer, everything. And of course, the Art Nouveau style also makes it extremely light for me. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. You see, look at this Ace of Wands. I mean, it's just like the sun rays from behind it, I find it a very, very good deck for the summer. And so I have been enjoying it for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I will keep enjoying this deck for the remainder of the summer. It's just a perfect summer deck, if you ask me. In fact, I would say that this is, out of all of the summer decks, the one that I think is the most summer-like. Another deck that I chose to pull out this summer is the Morgan-Greer. I like this deck any time of the year, but precisely on summertime is when I thought, you know what, and I hadn't used it for a while, so I thought, this is a perfect deck to use during the summer. And I've been using it for the last 2 weeks. I really enjoy this deck very, very much. It's super light, the colors are bright, and it's super... It has all these summer colors on them. It has a lot of yellows, it has a lot of reds, it has a lot of blues, and it's just one of those decks that I feel like it gives me summer vibes. Of course, the Morgan-Greer is of course by US Game Systems, and this is available in many places. You can buy this particular deck. Many of you know the Morgan-Greer deck. And so this one also gives me summer vibes, you guys. I have been enjoying this deck throughout the summer. Another deck that I have been enjoying this summer is the Odyssean Tarot. Now, why does it remind you of summer, Robert? Well, it's a Greek deck, and so I've had a couple of summers in Greek, and they have been amazing. And so sort of Greece reminds me of summer, and this is a Greek sort of tarot, the Odyssean Tarot, of course. And so I thought this would be a great deck for summer. Now, I just got this deck about 3 weeks ago, and I've been totally enjoying this deck. And so I thought I'd pull it for the summer. Not only is it new, but I thought it was perfect for the summer. And so it comes with this really big book, and the book tells you all about the cards and the myth, and it's a pretty thick book, as you can see. This is almost that, well, it's like 260 pages almost, and it gives you the card. It shows you the card here, and then it goes into the meaning of the card, and it gives you even the a little story about the character that you see on the card. So this is a pretty good book, and the author is Chris Leach, and this is really a wonderful deck, and I'm going to show you why I have been using this deck right now. If we pull in a little bit, and by the way, I've done a review of this deck on the channel, but I'll show you some of the cards because they're really, really, really wonderful. And I don't know, it just reminds me of summer. It has to do with the Greece thing. It has to do that it's Greek mythology. It has to do also with the cards. I find them sort of bright, and I like the edges of these edges. They're make them lighter. I find the pictures to be absolutely beautiful. The back of the card is pretty cool. This is a much larger card than a regular card. This is a regular low Scarabeo, and it's reversible, you guys. So, and these are just beautiful cards. I have been enjoying this deck ever since I got it and been using it. And of course, I use the book with it, right? Because I want to know who these characters are and how they relate to the tarot. It has sort of a different layout as the tarot. But it's pretty much the same. So it has for the arcanas, it has the suit of flame, the suit of wave, suit of wand, and suit of stone. And then it has the aristocana, which is the major arcana. And that's how it is. It's a different tarot. But if you have the book around, you just need to practice with it a little bit more, and then you'll end up getting it. And I've just been loving this deck. So paper quality is not the best on this deck, but tend to overlook it for this particular deck. This is a bigger card, and when it comes to bigger cards, I really like or wish that the paper would be a bit thicker, because this is a bit flimsy. Also, the printing is not that good, but what can you do, you guys? And it's also not an inexpensive deck. This was an expensive deck, but I'm loving it. It gives me summer vibes, and this is why this deck is on this video. And of course, not of course, but for me, of course, because if you've been sort of following me, I just started using the Thoth Tarot. And so I got this deck, you guys, about 3 weeks ago, and just in time for summer, right? And so it's not that this deck reminds me of summer. It's just that I just got this deck about 3 weeks ago, and I just started with Thoth. And I didn't know if I was going to like the Thoth Tarot or not. And you guys, I'm falling in love with it. I am so falling in love with it. This is the Thoth Tarot. Aleister Crowley and Frieda Harris. The Thoth Tarot was painted by the artist Frieda Harris in 1877-1962 under the guidance of the famous occult philosopher Aleister Crowley. It was the first truly global tarot, drawing on symbolisms from many cultures, past and present, east and west. Crowley intended it to be a magical atlas and guide to the universe. Today, the Thoth Tarot is one of the most famous tarot decks in the world. For this new edition, the colors of the card images have been matched to the original paintings as faithfully as possible. And I got the larger edition. There's 2 editions of this deck by this printing house, which is AGM Urania. And where I'm located, it's easy to get them. So I don't know if they deliver everywhere around the world, but where I'm located, they do deliver. And so I was able to get it. It comes in a box like this. This is a talk box, sort of regular run-of-the-mill, and then you get a pretty good book, I have to say. I mean, I'm starting with Thoth, and it has helped me, and so it gives you, for example, The Ace of Wands, it tells you what is on the card, and then divinatory meaning, and that's how it does it for all of the cards, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty compressed and right to the point. This is a card that it came with. It almost looks like, this is the cover, but it almost looks like if it was signed by them. But I know that, of course, this is not their real signature. But anyway, pretty cool. Then it comes with a card of both of them, which I thought that was really, really nice. And I'm just falling in love with this deck, you guys. I love the images of it. And I guess it could like remind me of summer because it's sort of like a lighter version. Or I don't know if, I think they do have other versions of Thoth, but the borders are light. And once again, you guys, I think it's perfect for summer, but this deck I can use any time of the year, to be honest. I'm just loving it. And this deck has words here, keywords on the bottom of the cards, which just, well, this one not. This one says Knight of Swords, and this one says the Empress. But if you look at some other ones, for example, this is the Nine of Swords, and it says cruelty here. And so I've been really enjoying this deck, Prince of Swords. And I just feel like I'm starting all over again with tarot because I'm just discovering this. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of like, wow, I like it as much as I like tarot, even though this is a sort of tarot. But I mean, I like it more than the RWS at times, I think. And so it's just, I'm really connecting with the thought, and I'm just really happy with it, you know. You look at this one, the Two of Wands, and it says here Dominion, and of course he has the Aries. And this one is the Seven of Wands, and this one says Valor. It's a really nice deck. I've been using this a lot, you guys. So I will continue to use this not only throughout the summer, but I think I'm going to use this on a regular basis, you guys. This is the back of the card. You've probably seen this back many times, and I don't think it cannot be reversed, but let me see, does the book say what the meaning is in reverse? No. So I guess it's not meant to be worked in reverse. So look at this, you guys, the Queen of Swords. I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. The next tarot deck on the list is the Lost Tarot, you guys. This deck also gives me summer vibes. First of all, when you see it right away, the white box, the images are fresh, and they're photographs. And for some reason, they just give me summer vibes. So I'm going to show you some of them. This is by Hans-Jürgen Bowers, the Lost Tarot. And it recently unearthed tarot of photo-based medieval imagery based on a camera designed by the polymath Leonardo da Vinci. And so it comes in a talk box like this. And you can also get the book for this deck. I didn't get the book. I just got the deck, and I just started working with it. I didn't see I haven't read what the creator intended for the cards, but you know, it's okay for this deck. I really don't need the book. The book was a bit more than I wanted to spend, and so I just got the cards, and they just totally give me a summer vibe. You see that? So the Eight of Wands, and then you get the Nine of Cups. What do you have here? The Moon. The Fool. I don't know. I get summer vibes with this deck, you guys. Look, the Chariot. I mean, that's very summery to me. Even the foliage and everything looks very summery to me. Six of Swords. Page of Cups. Two of Cups. It's kind of a silly deck too. See, look, this looks like summertime. It all gives me summertime vibes. So this is the back of the deck. or of the cards, sorry, and they are, well, they're not really reversible. Also, the white borders make them very, very light. And so this is one of those decks that I have been using this summer and that I will continue to use this summer. Now we get into the Oracle cards, you guys, and one of my summer picks for Oracle cards this summer is The Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. You guys, I'm very fond of Kyle Gray, I have to say. I'm a big fan. So I like his work. Of course, I'm subscribed to his channel and everything. I follow him as much as I can, and I just love his decks. I find them so soothing and so light, and every time I pick a card from one of these decks and I read the book, it just, it suits me in a way, and it almost tells me what I need to hear at that particular time. Kyle Gray is just absolutely amazing when it comes to these decks, and I thought that this deck, which I've had for about 3 years now, and I pick up from time to time, I thought that I would use it regularly this summer. And so I am using it regularly this summer. Guardians of the Four Corners, Mother in the Earth, Father in the Sky, Angels, Ancestors, Sacred Ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. And let me show you what comes inside of this box. Of course, a little booklet here, not so little, it's kind of thick actually. And it tells you it gives you a picture of the card, and then it tells you the title of the card, the message, about, an extended message. And this book is really nicely written. I've really enjoyed this book very much. And the cards are bigger. Of course, they're oracle size. Well, not oracle size, but they're pretty much oracle size. And that's how big they are compared to a Los Scarabeo regular deck. The paper quality is really good, you guys. It's like that rose petal, and the paper is thick. So I really like it. It suits me well. So I'm really, really happy about the paper stock. So I enjoy working with this deck because the paper stock is so good. And when it comes to shuffling, it shuffles really good like this. They're sturdy, they're meaty cards. So fan situation, I don't think would work so good on this one, but yeah, kind of. And it's just really, really, really a beautiful deck. So the images are beautiful. The characters on the images are really, really beautiful too, and the way that he describes them. So I have been really enjoying this deck this summer. I picked it up about 10 days ago, and I've just been sort of reconnecting with it and using it again and enjoying it very much, you guys. So another Oracle deck that I have been totally enjoying, you guys, for the summer is Unlocking the Secret Garden Oracle. This deck gives me total summer vibes. It's very floral, and it's about, of course, gardens, and it's very green, and it's very colorful, and it's got tons of flowers. So it gives you that spring sort of summer deck. And this one is written by Angie Sulins. And the artwork is by Jenna de la Grottaglia, and it is by US Game Systems. And so it comes in a box like this. In here it says, questions are simply keys looking for their beloved. Their kindred answer luck. When fitted together, ancient passageways open. Doors of opportunity are unlocked. Wisdom treasure is unleashed. So comes with a booklet, of course, and the booklet is really nicely written. Really nicely written. It's in color, and it's pretty good paper quality. So this is a nice book. The images of this deck are so cool, you guys. It comes in a box like this. Here, yeah, I don't know if you can see or not, but it has sort of a mushroom garden there. It looks very beautiful. I love the colors of it and everything. It gives me total summer vibes. And it comes in this sort of see-through bag. And this came with the deck, by the way. I didn't add it. So That's the back of the cards. They're kind of slippery, not kind of, they are slippery. They're gilded, as you can see, they're gold gilded. And you see, guys, it's just, they're reversible. And so it just gives me summer vibes all over. You see that? I mean, the colors are very bright and it has animals and birds on it, and it has women with books on them, but it's just total summer vibes, if you ask me. And also the meanings of it. This is a very pretty oracle and a very insightful oracle. So this one is just Keeper of the Waves, and you see it has everything from coral and fish and shells, and it's just totally gives me summer vibes. And so this is why I picked this deck back up, and I'm going to be using this oracle deck for the summer and going to be enjoying it thoroughly. You see, I mean, it just gives me complete summer vibes. It's light and it's flowery. I love that one. And it just works perfect for the summer. So you guys, these are the decks that I'm using for summer. So my summer collection. I've been watching, of course, other people's videos on what they're using, and I find them so interesting. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. What decks are you using? What decks do you like from the decks that I'm using? Do they remind you of summer? Are they some of the decks that maybe you would use? So you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And like I always say, until the next time.